better pro trainers in boxing, probably for the last 15 years, 15, 20 years. And his brother is already, his twin brother, Jermall, has already proven himself.
And here we go tonight facing Edgar Perez from Chicago, Illinois. What does Mr. Perez have to do to try to survive, and what does Charlo have to do to take this one down?
Perez has to find a way to negate that reach advantage. I mean, he's in against a very tall junior middleweight prospect. Charlo's 6 foot. They're stand-up classic 1-2 fighters. Everything is off a quick left jab, and the left jab sets up their straight right, which is their power hand. Now, if Perez languishes on the outside like that, he's a sitting duck. He basically becomes a heavy bag. It becomes target practice for Charlo. So he's got to get inside, and he's got to work the body. He's got to try to push Charlo back on his heels without getting clipped.
The motion of a fighter who knows exactly what to do in there.
And if you judge by his tattoos, he's got a ferocious spirit. I think I see Heart of a Lion tattooed across his chest. And I think it says, say Hitman on the left side of his trunks.
Yep. Got 6 fights in his career.
Right, he hasn't had a lot of fights. Obviously, he has a late start. He's 33 years old, and he has 6 pro bouts. But he went the 6-round distance in his last fight, which was his only loss, against a guy named Steve Martinez, who's a pretty decent junior middleweight prospect from the Bronx.
So you're saying do not be misled by his physical appearance?
Well, I don't know. His physical appearance does not suggest a lot of the head all night, and maybe you tap that soft body once and he goes down. Who knows? That's up to Charlo to find out.
Charlo doing 3 minutes of study, and now we're going to see what he comes out in round 2.
Ya los primeros asaltos que ellos vienen a matar, un poquito de agua. Los primeros asaltos que vienen a matar, ¿oíste? Coge aire. Ah, sí.
Thing is good. And look, you try to swing the widest punch. Yeah. I know, but I just want you to move that head. I don't want you to get hit with nothing.
All right, we're back for round 2. A fight between Jermall Charlo and Edgar Perez. This is an 8-rounder.
And actually, it would be good if Charlo could go at least 6 of those 8 rounds, because this is only his 2nd fight of 2012. He needs to get more pro rounds under his belt.
And right away, we can see some almost immediate adjustments. He was a little bit more hesitant. He was being a bit more cautious in round 1. Now he comes out really...
left hook, nice counter left hook.
Charlo's won his last 2 fights by way of knockout. Eric Draper, that was a 1-rounder. And then, as mentioned, I think a technical knockout in round 5, and there is Perez trying to actually get in this fight a little bit.
And he certainly dropped the first. Taller, rangier, faster fighter.
Well, I think the title for Perez is self-explanatory. He's a fighter. I think a little fighting would be good.
Right.
So far, he's very, very cautious.
And he's laying back and seeing what Charlo has to offer. Maybe he's trying to get an idea of his speed and trying to get used to that. Try to counterpunch him, but I don't think.
See a little bit of blood there somewhere. See some blood in Perez's face.
Yeah, left eye, region of the left eye, and now Charlo sharpshooting that blood with his left jab, and a beautiful straight right. Technically speaking, Charlo does everything right.
All right, there's a little bit of a pop right there by way of Perez as we end this round.
What's she doing? What's she doing? Move your feet. Keep your hand on your feet.
Ok, ahora sí. Huh?
Good. Everything you're looking beautiful. Looking beautiful. Take it down. Mouthpiece in.
Charlo got his jab off beautifully in that second round. There he is doubling and tripling it up, backing Perez up. And here he is working his left hook and his right cross. Nice, fast, accurate punches from Jermall Charlo.
And Perez, Puerto Rican, correct?
Yes, he is from Puerto Rico, based in Chicago.
And done all his fighting in Puerto Rico. That's a very stiff and beautiful left by Charlo.
Something I noticed with Perez right before the bell of the last round is that he did throw and land a body shot. Maybe we'll see him try to do more of that in this third round.
Now showing a little bit of his flashiness there, moving very smoothly on the surface of the ring. Charlo, that is.
Yeah, the Charlo brothers can move. They're not just smart. I mean, with his height and his speed and his reach, there's no reason for him to do that unless he has to.
All right, now Perez is trying to use that left hook to the body. He's actually made contact a couple of times now, so maybe he's going to try to slow him down.
Yeah, he landed, I think it was a right.
There it is again, didn't connect flush, but that's the only way he's going to be able to get something done here. He's got another 5 rounds to go.
Right. Now's the time to start putting that work in. Maybe if he can hurt the body, he can maybe make Charlo lower his punch output. It looks like Perez is trying to block some of those hard jabs, those stiff jabs with his gloves. He does it decently. He blocks some of them, not all of them. Beautiful right hand. Landed by Charlo.
And there are those gloves that you talked about, and there he did a pretty good job. But there's a right over the...
Perez is not just covering up, he's firing back.
Stop at the bell.
Vamos bien. Sí. Ok. Vamos bien. Ah, ya se todo eso. Bueno. Coge ahí.
Now, go after him, okay? When you get closer, start banging both sides of the body. And then the left. The uppercut is there. Uppercut been there. Now the right uppercut, the left hook, and boom. Straight back with the right hand, and what's going on. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. All right. Keep your hands up.
Vamos bien. Voy a darle un asalto más. Ahí, pero no me coja golpe. Entonces, si no te doy un asalto más. Está bien, no me voy a dejar coger mucho golpe.
So, as we mentioned, Perez getting rocked at the end of round 3, but he valiantly was able to survive that. And as you mentioned, not just that, but he actually threw some good punches in there. So this is a fighter who's got some durability.
And that was his one opportunity. I mean, when Charlo's going for broke, trying to gun for a stoppage, that is Perez's best opportunity to actually land something in return. Because his man is right in front of him.
Tires, of course, yeah.
Right. And maybe he can catch him clean on the chin, right, while he's punching. He is starting to bruise up around both eyes.
Now it's there's a slight cut above the right eye. And that may open up soon.
That speaks to the jab, I think, of Charlo. It's not just a range finder. He's not pawing with it. It's a weapon.
Any idea why his younger brother, younger by 1 minute, has moved quicker in the sport?
I don't know. That's something I might, if I had the opportunity to interview him in the ring after this fight, I'm going to ask him that. Why does it?
I like that combination there.
Yeah, he looks 100% healthy right now. And as you said earlier in this fight, he's the picture of a young prospect. I mean, he just looks like a world-class athlete. And he's in control. He's relaxed in there too. Even though this is only his second fight this year, I mean, he hasn't been terribly active, but he's in command. He's relaxed. And he's not laying back. He's not being lazy in there. He's working. He's throwing punches. But he's not being reckless.
And so far, he's shown that he does have some punching power. So again, I think this is also something that we have to give Perez some credit.
I think he's durable.
Tough.
He is.